So little problem, just a minor thing. Since Petter Musa threw his proverbial toys out of the pram, we've not given him a minute of league football in the last, 7 games or so. We've made him sit on the bench every single game just so he has to watch on and watch other people having fun. The transfer window closes tonight. No clubs have come in for Petter, and he's now turned round and said, well, maybe he's not quite so discontent after all, and maybe he'd quite like to sign another contract. But the problem is the king dead? Long live the king. So in our last episode, we miraculously beat Nice 2-0 and our good friend Nathaniel Campare was on the score sheet. Well done, sir. We followed that up with a 1-1 draw away to Orléans, and it was Hans Alexander Backpack that scored the goal for us. We then had another cup game. We thought Little Brest might be a handful, but we were actually able to beat them 3-1, even though they are in the division above us as well. And look who scored a hat-trick. It's Campare again. Back to league action. Niort, who beat us 4-0 earlier in the season. 2-2 draw this time. Back. And you guessed it, Nathaniel Campare. Then to Grenoble, 4-0 away from home. Campare, 2 goals. Utkus and Backpack, who as well is having a very, very good run at the moment. And then a 1-1 draw against Clermont. And who scored the goal for us? Mr. Campare. So since Mr. Musa has forced his way out of the team, Nathaniel Campare has played like an absolute warrior. He's got 4 goals in the league. He's got 4 goals in 2 games in the cup. And well, it's a question of whether the Moose can actually force his way back into the team now. So today we've got another cup game. It's at home to Rennes. Let's just see where Rennes are in the standings. They're 9th in Ligue 1. But if we were to somehow miraculously beat a 3rd top flight team in this year's French Cup competition, well, we'd find ourselves in the quarter-finals and things start to get a little bit serious there. We're on a lovely unbeaten run in the league. We've dropped out keeping clean sheets a little bit now. We've started conceding a few goals, which means we've picked up a few draws, but we are sitting nicely in the league. We're 3 points behind Metz. We're probably too far behind Caen to really get into 4th place, but 5th place in that final playoff position is a possibility. To that end, we have strengthened the squad a smidge during the transfer window. We've brought in 2 loan signings, one just as backup to Echeverria because we only had 1 left back and 1 right back at the club. So we've brought in Ariane Koloku from Servette. He's not a world beater, but as a backup right back he'll be okay. And he also has a pencil thin moustache, which is rather enjoyable from any member of your squad. And as centre back we've also brought in Kevin Bakusu. We've signed him on loan, but we've also made him an offer to join us permanently at the end of the season. He looks like a pretty decent all-round option at centre-back. He comes in from Bayer Leverkusen. Clearly, he'd been tipped off at what a fine place this was by Hans Alexander Backpack, because he's on loan from Leverkusen as well. We try to bring Backpack in on a Bosman as well, but unfortunately he chose to renew his contract at Leverkusen. We'd love to get this young man back in on loan next year though. Not so great with the assists, but he has been scoring goal for fun over the last few fixtures, so we'll try and work on him. So Musa's back. Musa is building up his fitness playing in the reserves. We've been pretty spiteful to him in all honesty, but he's now agreed to sign a new contract. He's doubled his money. He's up to £2,800 per week, but he's now training full-time. At 24, we might just squeeze a little attribute bump out of him yet. But no place in the starting lineup, I'm afraid, for Mr. Musa. He has been overtaken by Nathaniel Campare. whose ratings are going up, who's only 21, who's a pacey little affair up front, and he has been scoring different types of goals for us. He's not been getting the headed 6-yard box goals that the Moose gets, but he has been running onto through balls and playing pretty well. So we need to make sure that we put our absolute strongest team out for this game. The player that's missing for us, that's a big hurt, is Joel Ribeiro. He's been in absolutely scintillating form, but has picked up rather a nasty injury. So we need to bring in our backup playmaker, who is going to be Utkus. And we're also going to give LouBlade a game. No, we're not. We're actually going to bring Alexander Arenat in as the box-to-box midfielder for today's game. So here is the lineup then. Gillikens, Monsecure back from suspension again. Husek, he's coming at the end of the season. Bakusu, we're hoping he's coming at the end of the season. Today's his debut. Echevarria, Master Splinter, the Dutch master at the base of the midfield. Arenat and Utkus. Backpack, Gilavogu and Campare. No Campare, no party, as the fans of Toulon have been singing in the stands. Going to be a very tough ask today, but we said that against Nice and we said that against Brest as well. So you never do know. We're going to give them a nice rallying team talk. Let's show the world what we're capable of. I'm not sure that's a lot, but we're going to show them anyway. And we are underway. We've got an early free kick. There's Arenat. Well, Gilavogu looked like he had a free header there. Their goalkeeper was in absolute no man's land. Encouraging start. So we have strengthened the squad a little bit during the window just to give us a little bit more depth. We brought 2 players in on loan. One hopefully is going to join us permanently. Because we've decided to just twist a little. We're so close to those playoffs, but we have got a very thin squad, particularly defensively. Who's done that? Gilavogu missed a sitter and given away a penalty. Okay, it's on Gilly. Go to your left, Gillikens. Go to your left. Go to your left, Gillikens. Okay, goal down. 32 minutes. Not out of it. Did say your left, Gillikens. Shouted it on, son. Shouted it on. But yeah, we've decided that there's just enough in that wage budget, and the club's solvent again. You get a fair bit of TV money when you're playing in Ligue 2. So we've decided to bring in a couple of players on loan. We're paying their wages. One of them's on about, I think, £2,000 a week. The other's on about 600. Just to bulk out that squad and protect us against injuries and suspensions in the second half of the season. That's not a bad half. We've not touched the ball, but we've had more shots than them. But I think we're going to have to try and give them the kick up the proverbial. Show me something different. Surely we're not bringing on the Moose. I can't believe we're bringing on the Moose. We're not. Let's trust in the 11 that we've got out there, but let's get ready to give them a get creative. Here's Ren. Oh my goodness, Husek has got caught under the ball. Tough to do at 6'7". It's not gone brilliantly, has it, Husek? Okay, so we're now going to have to demand more rather than get creative. What's he done? He's just backpedaling. It's like Hasselhoff in the opening scene to Baywatch. Oh! Good. Do you know what I find? Players on loan, as soon as you sign them to that pre-contract agreement, their form doesn't half drop off. Monsecure's picked up an injury. Okay, we've got a highlight, and then I think it's time to make some changes. Gilavogu, that is no use, my friend. Okay, so Monsecure, I think you're the only left back at the club. You're going to have to tough it out. We're going to sacrifice Master Splinter. He can return to the sewers. And we're going to bring Moose on. And we're going to play a very attacking 4-4-2 against a very good team. We're going to play a twin strike force. And we're going to go attacking. And we're going to put Echevarria on an attack duty as well. And well, we've got nothing to lose. Good crowd in, 7,000, and we've offered them, well, absolutely nothing today. Here's the backpack. Oh, he's done his man and lost the ball. Okay, Husek's trying to recover. Get back, back. Husek, good. Go to ground. Don't slide tackle as much as the Shrubbery boys. Nice to see it's still in his arsenal. There's the Moose. Come on, spread it wide. Not that side, but that'll do. Here's the back. Oh, come on, Campo. We're giving you the big build-up. Okay, the hunt for a goal goes on. Already attacking. We're not got a great deal of possession, but shots-wise, I feel a little bit hard done by. Come on, one last go for a goal. I think we're drifting out of the French Cup. We had a chance of a quarter-final and, well, it slipped through our fingers like sand. So, assertively, let's be kind. We were the underdogs. They are 9th in the top division, and we have beaten 2 top-flight sides to get this far in the competition. But now that means we're just concentrating on our league campaign. So we have got, well, let's check out the league, shall we? We have got, 15 games to go. We are 3 points off Metz. We've got a game against Metz coming up. And I think we've got a chance. We've just got to stop shipping so many goals, and we've got to turn some of these draws into wins. And you never know, we might push into that final 8 games of the season with a cheeky outside chance of a playoff place, and that would make an exciting little culmination to the season. So I think we're going to come back maybe sometime in March to check on our progress. Hopefully we've got a little bit of squad harmony back. Peter Musa is one of the team leaders in this squad, so probably it's not the worst thing in the world that now he's back in support and he has signed a new deal. We're going to play a few games offline. Hopefully you've liked that episode. If you have, why not reward me by finding another Football Manager YouTuber that you've never watched before. Give their videos a like, subscribe to their channel. There's some great content out there. And if you're interested, we'll see you very soon for some more Border Adventures.